Just let me share my screen. Is my screen visible, Matesh?
Yeah, it's buffering. Yeah, good to go. It's visible.
Great, great. Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to Product Design and Manufacturing webinar, Workflow Masterclass with Autodesk Portfolio, Session 3, right? I am Nishant Bhardwaj, your dedicated success advisor. I am responsible for all the adoption, all the challenges, and all the issues you might have in future. You can call me directly. I'll engage them with our technical team, IT team, and I'll introduce with all of the challenges, and we will solve it, right? Today, I'd like to introduce you to Akans, your partner in building world-class solution that enhance project outcomes. So what we do, Arcans not only sells top-tier solutions from our partner, but also develops our own. So let me introduce to B Smart Solutions. Our B Smart Solutions are crafted from real-life experiences of professionals, architects, builders, engineers, and project managers. These solutions integrate seamlessly with partner platform, boosting efficiency. We offer 35 specialized solutions across three key sectors: building, infrastructure, and manufacturing. So let's explore how Akans can help you get the job done effectively. As you can see on my screen that we have made Be Smart in three segments. Be Smart infrastructure, which is responsible for horizontal and large scale projects. Be Smart buildings, which is responsible for vertical projects. And Be Smart manufacturing, discrete product manufacturing, designing and managing the life cycle for optimized manufacturing, faster, more sustainable, and more collaborative. So where can digitalization be an enabler? Although we understand that this is a generic view, we can approach this life cycle as a whole and review that what process can benefit from digitalization process improvement and services. Of course, we would deep dive further with your organization and your processes to see where you can benefit most from our expertise. So digital transformation industry 4.0, over 75% of leading manufacturers are realizing significant value from data analytics, AI, and machine learning in their manufacturing networks. The digital twin market is to grow from $3 billion to over $20 billion by 2025. It's clear that challenges and opportunities surrounding manufacturing are immense. Leveraging data insight and embracing AI is becoming a critical level for the development of smarter and greener manufacturing. Technology will not be sufficient. It is what you do with it and how we will embed it in your process and how will your people are trained to get maximum out of the tools provided. That is what we call people, technology, and process approach. These three elements determine transformation. We have successfully completed our session 1 2D to 3D, in session 2 connecting 2D, 3D and FEA simulation with Autodesk product design and manufacturing collection. Today we are going to conduct connecting 2D to 3D with factory layout planning today. And after that we will be having question and answer session. You can opt to, like, you can pinch your question, you can in chat box and everything. So anytime feel free to connect with us. We would like to answer all the question at the end of the webinar, right? So we are Arkans. Thank you so much. Mantesh sir, over to you, please.
Uh-oh. Thanks, Nishant.
Yeah.
Can you able to see my screen?
Yes.
The PPT wala.
Yeah.
So as Nishant told, like today is the continuity part of the session 3. So today we are here to know on like 2D, 2D to layout planning, is it? Basically, initially I will go through you guys with the normal presentation. Probably post that I'm going to show you lively. Not like complete layout planning, a bit of that, okay? But if you compare it to a product design or 2D documentation, layout planning is like quite easy. Okay. But people are not addicted to like layout planning, even though if they want to do some layout planning, they use like AutoCAD, something like only top view, they will create it. But what today's generations and today's technology they are expecting in this layout planning. Okay. Sorry, I was supposed to change it to like session 3, but I forgotten. Sorry for that. Let's get into like layout design. Now, if you observe the bottom images, I have like 3 images. The extreme left images shows a 2D planning layout, is it? This is how like we normally design the layout planning by using like AutoCAD, is it? Like creating some blocks. Oh, this is machine A, this is machine B, or it's a milling machine, drilling, or this is where my stock room is there, or the raw material is there, buffering material, is it? We keep all those things based on the thing. But the challenges comes in the Z-axis whenever a factory is built. Now, when we create a digital factory, the center image you can observe, that is about the digital factory without architectural aspects there. So I don't have any columns or walls in that. Is it? But if you observe the extreme right image, no, it shows like complete layout with an architectural segment there. But how to integrate all those things like 2D and the 3D layout plan and the 3D layout with architectural thing? Then I want to review my factory. Is it? This is what the main thing today's clients or customers they are implementing in their like layout design. Okay. And we are not restricting our product design and manufacturing collection only to design the products and simulate it. And in the same package, you'll be having few tools which is related to like layout design. Okay. So that you can able to communicate your ideas or the layout planning with your customers or the suppliers efficiently. Now let us see how it is done. Now, the same way how you're designing in AutoCAD, not the same you use it. In the package, no, we have like AutoCAD specialized tools that's also included. In that, really, if I want to work with architectural segment, I can integrate my layout tool with my AutoCAD architecture so that it's for me, it will be like very easy to create some walls, windows, and columns. Okay, let's see how it is done.
Let's begin here in AutoCAD where we use standard commands to edit.
Now, when I install this factory layout or inventor factory on top of like AutoCAD architecture and inventor, I'm going to get this asset browser. Most of the assets are free of cost. Only like few assets, either you can download it from a website and you can convert them into an asset. Now I need a roller conveyor. I can just draw a polyline, but it will create entire thing as a 2D because AutoCAD is meant for like 2D. But that architectural component, really it is going to create with a 3D. Okay, now I'm placing all my assets or the machines also you can call it. Is it? So this is one of my robotic riser platform. So on top of that, I'm going to place my robotic arm. Right? If I say like synchronize with inventor, automatically a 3D layout is created. But still in this, you can see that architectural parts are costed. Right? So we cannot enable them in inventor because inventor is mainly for like layout designing or the product design. Now in inventor workflow, after observing these things in the 3D, I want to do certain changes in Z-axis. Here, the bottom conveyor has like collisions with my platform. I can increase the platform height. Okay. Now, just I'm going to increase my platform up so that there should not be some obstructions below the platform. Now here also for the material movement, the platform, roller conveyor is going to have a collision with those material movement equipments. Now here I want to insert a Y merger. Just I can search in my asset browser and drag my Y merger. This is a conceptual modeling, but you cannot use this conveyors for really manufacturing the conveyors. Okay. If you have certain things like you have designed the entire conveyor, then you want to manufacture it, even the whatever the product design you have done, that can be converted as an assets and can be brought into my layout planning. But whenever it's a layout planning, no? So this is one of my tire roller machines. So this is like very light data. So XYZ occupancy I want to view. This is how like entire 3D view. See, if you do changes in 2D or in 3D, it's bidirectional synchronization. Okay. Now I want to create my own assets. Assume that you have created your own product that has to be brought as an asset into your layout design. Now let us assume this is one of my small storage bin. Okay. And again, here now I've created few of the automation. While pushing it as an asset, I'm going to define the bottom surface as the landing face on the floor. And I'm going to have snap points. So this should get connected with one another if I place side by side. So on both the side, I can able to add my snapping points there. On top of this, I'm going to push it as an asset for my FDS demo, factory design demo, and I'm going to save it. Once it has published as an asset, the assembly file won't have any relation with the asset file. Asset will be like independent thing. Okay. Now I have a roboticom, so which has done in SolidWorks. I can open that roboticom. Even I want to convert that as an asset. So this is the landing phase. I'm going to define a connector so that it should sense my robotic riser there. And I'm going to publish. While publishing, no, I can able to define power consumption or any of the metadata I want to push it. You can push those information in this. Now, I want to place those assets in my layout. Just drag and drop my storage bin. Okay. Now, if you observe, if I want to place next to that, that snapping points get sensed there. Does it? Now, as it is a design automated model, I can change the color and the number of height and the row of my storage bin. Now, if you move the existing asset to the changed asset, it will get adapted to the whatever changes you have done. Or else, if you want to retain it, you can select it individually and you can change those asset properties. See? Even in the description, the sizes can be automated by using like design automation. Now, let me pull my robotic arm, which we imported from SolidWorks and convert it as an asset. I can place it on my robotic riser now. Now everything is done. Then I want to review it, including with my architectural segment. So we have a tool called as Navisworks Manage. In that now I can merge my architectural data. If you have done any layout planning, either in AutoCAD architecture or there is a consultant who is using Revit architecture. Revit can be merged into like Navisworks by using like the origin or the location coordinates. Based on the same thing, no, I can bring my layout data also, manufacturing layout data. So now architectural data already I have brought into like my Navisworks. I'm picking on like Simulate. I'm going to bring my 3D factory planning and synchronize both. And I can make a person to walk around my factory, have a review so that how does my factory or the layout looks before it's built. And even if I want to cross verify, is there any clashes with the z-axis, we can do it. And sometimes no, this is good in a brownfield project, if a greenfield project, if you have something on a groundfield, already building is there, you can able to scan the entire building and bring that building into your layout data. And if you observe in this, the brown parts or the scanned part, that is a cloud data. Now, if I want to move my movement, I want to check the movements of the jeep crane. Is there any clashes on the scan data it detects? No, really, this is going to affect my industrial planning. At that time, I can come back to my designs in inventory and change those effectively. Now, height is more. I'm just reducing my jeep crane height. Now, if you say like automatically save it, automatically it's going to synchronize with AutoCAD as well as into like Navisworks. And assume that still I have to run my class detection. Okay, still I want to run my class detection. Few of the things I want to ignore it. Okay, I can ignore. Now with the cloud data, where is actually column located, I can able to identify those. Based upon that, I can able to manage with my assets or the material movement data. Okay. And adding to that, even if you want to look around on the review thing, so we can have a look around on the Navisworks with a review. Either like an aerial view you want to extract, you can extract.
the need to improve production efficiency and ensure on-time commissioning are becoming even more critical to remain competitive and control costs. As these concerns grow, supplementing 2D drafting and Excel calculations used today with tools inside the Product Design and Manufacturing collection that can create a fully integrated factory model can help give your layout process a much-needed boost. To start, you can model, study, and optimize the manufacturing process concept using web-based Process Analysis 360. Here you can analyze the processes to identify any bottlenecks and ultimately determine how many components can be produced in a specified period of time. In the plan phase, 2D tools are perfect for conceptualizing multiple scenarios for effective decision-making. Process flow simulations, rough layouts, and material flow optimizations are deliverables you can create inside AutoCAD. Once the initial layout is created, a 3D model of this design can be created in a single click. With bidirectional associativity in 2D and 3D, you can make changes or add assets in either environment and they will remain in sync. Having an accurate 3D model of the existing factory at any time in the factory lifecycle helps to make informed decisions in every lifecycle phase for plan, build, and operate. Establishing a manufacturing change management process to detect and fix clashes and front-loading the validation digitally helps to avoid costly failures and reduces the need for a contingency budget. When it comes to installation and commissioning, we can take advantage of the drawing capabilities for documenting the layout. Place a bill of equipment and add the necessary balloons automatically. Then continue planning the installation and sequencing process by leveraging data from other teams using Microsoft Project or Excel. And finally, animate the sequence. Once the team is comfortable with the process, you can capture the animation for everyone to open and review as needed. Autodesk Factory Design Utilities is a complete workflow. Analyze your processes, strategically position and validate the equipment, plan for installation, and operate the factory.
Now let's see like how we can do it lively. Okay. Can I able to see my AutoCAD screen? Kindly confirm.
Yes, sir.
See, now, okay, let me close this file and open with a new one. Now I have launched my AutoCAD architecture. Just I'm going to say it as a new. When you have installed this layout planning, no, on top of your AutoCAD architecture, okay, you're going to get something like a factory. The same toolbar, even you can find it in Inventor. Now in Inventor, which one? Okay. So if I say it as new, factory here now I'm going to get my layout thing. Okay. So let me close my Inventor so that I'm going to show you the synchronization live. Okay. So let us start from 2D design of a factory. But whenever you use like AutoCAD architecture command, suppose how to create a wall, make my ortho mode on. Similarly, like the way you are creating a polyline, no, the same way you can create it. It's about like 25,000. Okay. Just I'm using a normal trim command. I'm trimming my objects. See. What happens if you use an AutoCAD architecture? I want to have some doors here for the entrance. Okay, let me have a door. And I need to have some windows. And if you like only like few commands, if you use in AutoCAD architecture, no, it will be like more enough to create a complete layout planning. And here at any time you want to customize your assets. See, whatever the data you created, okay, in AutoCAD architecture, whatever you create, no, that will be in 2D. Is it? People will assume like, oh, what I'm working now, like wall, windows, and doors, it will be in 2D. No. Actually, when you use like AutoCAD architecture, the data, it will be in 3D. Okay, let me tilt and show you. And view, shaded. See. the data will be in 3D. Okay, when you get into like top view, the entire thing looks like a 2D thing. Now I have to bring my assets here. How to get that? Just go to like factory here, and in the palette, I need asset browser. Most of the assets are free, like user assets. So I created few DAX and other things. Okay, let me use. Sorry for that. System assets. I want to have some automobile thing. Person media feeder. Okay, I want to play somewhere here. Okay, and whenever you're inserting an asset, no, never use um, mirror command. Copy is okay. If you mirror, no, it will go like below the earth or below the ground level. That is one concern. Some car washer. Okay. Simply, I'm going to create these assets. Assume that this is not sufficient. The place, even I can use it like an AutoCAD stretch command and increase my area size. Or if you have any 2D plan on top of the 2D plan, no, you can able to create these stuffs. Now, adding to that, I need some conveyors. How to search that? CON conveyor, search it. But the thing is, you need to have somewhere about like 60 plus GB of hardware capability, sorry, RAM. And adding to that, you may need about like 2 to 4 GB of a graphic card to have like better performance in terms of this. See, I want to create a chain conveyor. Okay, let me delete this guy. Adding to this, I may need few of forklift. Okay, let me search for forklift. It's not downloaded. Just double click it. Then if you have got connection with the internet, no, it will get downloaded. Whenever it's a right mark, no, you can able to assets is ready and you can able to insert it. Okay, platform also let us download it. Now it is green. I can able to insert into my. I want like front truck also. Somewhere here, the material movement has to be there. Okay, inserting. Done. But if you tilt and see all my assets, it will be in 2D. See, only like architectural part is in 3D. Okay. Now, if I say it as, say, let me save this in my desktop, I'm going to make a new folder. Okay, it has 2D layout. Save it. Just I'm saving the file. So as it want to communicate with the 3D and 2D, it's changing the path. Okay. From the default project to that particular folder. And it is started converting each and every assets. It may take about, initially it will take about a minute whenever it want to communicate from 2D to 3D or 3D to 2D and saving path. Once you're done with that, no, things will be like very easy, smoothly moving. Now it's done. Now I will say it as open in Inventor. If I pick on like open in Inventor, automatically from AutoCAD architecture, it will launch Inventor. Okay. So based on your hardware capability, the speed will get increased. I have installed with like 60 plus GB of RAM and 2 GB graphic card. So it's like very smooth moving. Look, Like initially, if you want to push it into like Navisverse, at that time, now all the 3D data will get converted to surface data and the memory will get reduced to 33%. At that time, no, whenever you're synchronizing with Navisverse, it may take about like a minute or 2 minutes because all the data will get converted into surface modeling there. Now it started building the 3D assets, roller conveyors. Is it? I don't know what's the problem. Give me a minute. Let us check the issue. Let me relaunch my AutoCAD architecture, or else I may have like more in the memory. Let me close few of the application I've already opened. Okay. Close. To the layout. Go to view and change it to like shaded. And the factory, open in inventor. Yes. Initially, I forced the software like 2-3 clicks. So at that time, no, like opening the same file in read-only mode, it may have made the software to get crashed. Okay. Yeah, it's here. Now I have my 3D data. Here, no, assume that I brought my entire 3D data here. Further to this, I have to work in the layout now. Okay, this is my 2D, or else where how you need, you can modify it. Okay. I want to add some more assets here. Earlier, I told you, no, like the same factory I will be having in Inventor also. This is my factory palettes. Let me close my model browser, logic and other things, palettes, asset browser. Okay, I want to place some system assets. And general content, I want to make a person to stand somewhere near to the conveyor. Done. Right click, done. I want to create some placeholders, some cylindrical placeholders I want to insert somewhere here, like a storage thing. Right click, done. Okay. Now assume that now everything is fine. I can tell the software synchronize the same data. One more person. Okay. Now done. Okay. Say escape. Just come to the top view. then set as open in AutoCAD, save it. Now, whatever the changes we done in 3D, it's going to reflect in my 2D. See, this is my placeholder and I have inserted few of the persons here. Now, I want to take a review of these things. I want to add some, sorry, something like floor and other things you can add it, or some walls or some columns, pillars, you can add it. Okay. Once done, save the file either from Inventor or AutoCAD. No, you can surf this like open in Navisworks. Now, here, no, from Inventor to Navisworks, it may take more time compared to like AutoCAD to like Autodesk Inventor. Why means, as earlier I told you, no, all the data is going to get converted into like compressed to 33% of from 100%. Okay. And every data will get transferred into like surface modeling. So once you launch in like Navisworks one, the NDA file is created, Navisworks file. Then the synchronizing of the data from 2D to 3D or from 3D to Navisworks or from AutoCAD to Navisworks, it will be like very easy. Why the problem I'm encountering is my C drive is full. Earlier about like so 11 GB space left. That may cause one of the reason to have like slow in the processing. Till then, if you have any questions, you can post it in the chat box. Let it get processed. This is my Navisworks. Let us tilt and see. Okay. Actually, door is not open. Okay, let me make still. I can able to make a person to walk around in my entire layout. Just viewport, and I want to set it like orthographic view, or it must be like perspective views. You can set it. So when you want to take it like a capture it like a walkthrough or something like that, at that time, we always recommend to use like perspective way and realism. And I can add a third person. Okay, then walkthrough. And you can make a person to walk around your factory and have a look on it. If you have some 3D mouse, the work will like very easy. Fly view. I can make this person off and want to take a fly view. See. And still, if you have a very good joystick along with the product, it will be very easy for you to take a at any point you want to have a look around, and you can have a look around on the entire factory. And even any larger data, no, assume that if you have the entire model as like 12 GB, 10 GB, it will get converted into like 30% of that if you are using in Navisverse. But Navisverse, no, you cannot do any changes in Navisverse. Okay. See here, if I use like factory, I can synchronize the same thing in open in Inventor or in AutoCAD. But here, no, I cannot able to do certain changes here. But colors, I can change it. Okay. See? Here. Coming back to Inventor, now assume that now if I do add some more assets in this, okay, let me go to my asset browser. Oh. Let me have a robot. Nobody come. Somewhere here. I want to place a platform. No worries. Adding to that. Till then, architectural things, some furnitures, let us add. Maybe some panic table or some workstation. Cafeteria table somewhere here. Somebody wants to keep some glasses. You can add some cafeteria table here. Right click, okay, done. Done. Still it's getting downloaded. Till then, have some chairs. Okay, have this somewhere here. Right click, done. Done. Now, if I say like synchronize these things to AutoCAD, yes. Now this placement is not okay for me. Just I can able to rotate this. And don't use like mirror command. Okay, one example I can show like what happens if you use like mirror. Let us mirror this. Okay, I mirrored it. Okay. Now, whatever you say, like save it here. Say, open in Navisworks. 3D to 2D, from 2D to Navisworks, I'm doing it. Now, updates now, whatever the changes we have done, it will sense only those things and it will bring. See, now the 2D got updated here. Now it starts building 3D. Automatically from 2D, it would have created like synchronized with 3D as well as into like Navisworks. See? Sometimes no, this chair will go like below that. Okay, this is how like you can able to extract, convert 2D to 3D from for the layout planning. I think I'm done. If you have any queries now, you can able to take those queries. I'm here to take those queries. More Q&A. Manjunath, then assets or standards are customized. See, assets sometimes no, you can use the default assets and you can customize it also. Or else assume that I have an asset. Now the asset is okay for me, but only some parameters I want to change it. At that time, what you can do is you can download the same asset and duplicate it. That can be done. Okay, duplicate and then you can push it as a new asset. As your own content library, you can do a duplication of those assets. I think I addressed you, Manjunath. Any other queries, guys? See, how you can able to do some modification in inventor file, no? The same way you can able to have those assets in inventor layout planning. Okay. At any time you want to change, you can change. Sometimes now I've used like wrong assets. Like I've used about like 50, 60 assets in the entire thing. Then I want to replace everything with the new assets. Even that is also possible. Any other queries? You can post it in Q&A. Nishan, Q&A can be accessed by everyone, no?
Yes, sir. It can be accessed by everyone. If anybody doesn't allow that, please raise your hand. I can
Uh,
ask them to speak as well. No worry.
yeah. Nishan can allow you to speak. Okay. Can just raise a hand. Manjunath, again, can we have these assets with parameters defined? Yes, you can have the, see, whenever you are creating the parameters in inventor, no, from the scratch, you're building an asset. At that time, there is an option like creating a parameter at that time, key parameter. If you make that parameter as a key parameter, you can able to convert, access those parameters in factory layout planning also.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, Manjunath. Any
Thank you.
other queries? Sharif, annotation in 3D model will also get updated on 2D. 2D documentation, you will get it. Okay. 3D annotation, what you do in part modeling or assembly modeling, that can be brought into your documentation drawing. This is nowhere linked with like factory layout planning. Probably in upcoming days, I'm going to do one webinar only on like 3D annotations. Okay, don't worry on that. There will, we are going to cover that in a separate topic. Probably it is in the pipeline, but we need to decide on dates. Okay. I'm going to take a separate session only for like 3D annotation and how calling those 3D annotation to my 2D documentation and how those 3D annotation can be accessed in 3D PDF. Just, Sharif, just you can wait for an invitation to get knowledge on like 3D annotations. But really 3D annotation cannot be pushed into like factory layout planning. Okay, because when you're converting it as an asset, no, only like lighter part of the data is carried there, not with 3D annotations. Any other
Also,
queries, guys? Yeah, Nisha, go ahead.
yeah, also I would like to say, like, if like all of you, if you want to have the webinar or any on any topic, so you can give us the option also for that as well, so we can predict and we can prepare for that for the future reference. Please feel free to comment on that as well if you want.
Or else you have some
Yeah.
topics in your mind that we need to cover, or you need some proper training or a perfect from the sketch you want to learn any of the features in Inventor, let us know. We can take it like in priority basis and post that, no, we can have like a one-on-one discussion. Then we can able
Yes.
to clarify your doubts, or if you need some custom tailor-made training, we can schedule that also. Okay, at least type it in the chat box. How was the session? Was it good? You got some more information from this particular scheduled webinar?
Yes, feel free to type your queries, and any feedback from your end and any required session in for the future.
And Q&A will be open for next 4 minutes. Guys, if you have really any clarification needed, or so if you have any questions or the topics which is out of the box, let us know, so that what the best support or the solution we can give from our side, we can think it on that.
Yes, we have one query from Mr. Amir Sharif. You can speak as well,
Yeah,
Mr.
you
Sharif.
can allow Sharif to speak.
Hello. I have a query related to scan to beam projects.
Scan to BIM, okay?
Yes, I think Autodesk recap is used to convert the point cloud file to Revit file, and
No.
we can
See, I want
we
to
can
make it clear. I want to give a clear idea on this recap. Recap is
okay.
one of the tool, no, which will bring your point cloud data into Revit or Inventor or into like AutoCAD platform. Okay.
Yes.
It's one of the plugin communicate with three different types of software, like AutoCAD platform or Revit platform or Inventor platform. Okay. But you cannot convert all the data as a 3D data by using recap.
So, can you give a detailed seminar on this Autodesk recap? Actually, I'm looking forward to have a detailed thing on this point cloud thing. We have some existing projects at site from which we need the on present the existing data in the site.
Okay, okay, fine. But it is related to like architectural segments, no?
Yes, but we use it in machinery elements also for a
Machine.
complete plant.
See, plant is not with the machine. What happens, no, whenever you scan a plant, that
Okay.
plant scan data cannot be converted into a 3D. Okay, in the market, no, there are several scanner available. If you are
Okay.
using a room scanner, the data cannot be directly converted into a 3D model. Okay.
But can we know the dimension of the
Yeah,
existing machine?
you can at least like from selecting one point to another point, you can able to validate what is like X distance, Y distance, length, something like that. You can able to
Yes,
make.
that is our point.
Yeah.
We need to know the exact dimensions on site.
Yeah. Nishan, kindly make a note. Post this, we can discuss. Okay.
Yes, yes, of course.
Any doubts, guys, or anything you need from our side? Again, Manjunath, we would require auto plant 3D with pipe demo and training. Manjunath, this is a premium service. Like whenever it comes to like AutoCAD 3D, we take it like under the premium services. Okay. If you are really interested to learn on this plant 3D, let us know, because this comes under a premium service and it is uh, this. So based on your requirement, we can able to schedule these trainings. But
Okay, this I'll take it up. I mean, as a separate this thing with you. Sorry.
yeah.
Okay, right. Okay.
Anishan, what do you say? Like, can we open this Q&A for next 2 minutes open?
Yeah, for the next 2 minutes, we will open that, and after that, we'll end the session.
Probably August, in September 15th onwards, we are planning to have some sessions which is related to again on the manufacturing, like tips and tricks in AutoCAD, and something like how to use this recap with AEC segment and recap with manufacturing segment. Probably the preference will be given to like AEC segment. Okay. And nothing on plant 3D, because even we are dealing the supports of this plant 3D with a consultant, and so case to case basis, we are going to take it this. Adding to that, and even in the October month, we have planned about like having some hands-on training with only inventor parameters. How to create a parametrical part model, parametrical assembly model then bringing the same product to your factory layout and publish it as an asset, and how to configure that parameter in factory layout. You can expect these webinars in October, post second week, something like that. It's under the pipeline, but we need to decide on like schedule it when we can able to do it. Okay, at least type in Q&A like how was the session? Did you like it? And it was you got some information from this session or not? Kindly post your feedback, everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Sharif. Session was good and informative.
Sharif, are you based out from Mumbai or Delhi?
No, I am from Nagpur, Bajaj Steel Industries Limited.
Bajaj Steel Industries. Probably
Yes.
Gaurav is one of the person who is interacting with you with Bajaj Steels.
No, he left
No,
Bajaj Steel.
from our organization, Gaurav is interacting with Bajaj Steels.
All right, all right.
Okay, then let's end this webinar.
Okay, guys, have a nice day and happy weekend for everyone. Okay. So thanks for your time and patience. And we always send you some webinar links same way so that we can able to enrich your knowledge and skill levels in product design and manufacturing collection. Thank you all. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Thank you, Vajanath sir. Yeah. Thank you, Mandesh. Have a nice day.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you all.
Okay.